Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to Thriftybeard. Thriftybeard is a channel dedicated to finding value in things other people have thrown away, gotten rid of, or left behind. My goal is to search the thrift stores, auction houses, flea markets, and garage sales of America to find dusty treasure, moldy gold, and forgotten relics of the past, polish them up, and turn them in for a profit. Today we will be going to one of our many local thrift stores to test the waters and see what we can find. Alright, today we will be going to Restore, a non-profit organization ran by Habitat for Humanity. Unfortunately, I did not get to the Goodwill video this week, however, fear not, it is still on the way. The first thing that I see is this awesome Harley-Davidson Power Wheels motorcycle. Sadly, I am way too big for this thing, damn, I wish I was still a kid. On to the electronics section, I see what I am going to call the Swiss Army knife of TVs. This thing has a little bit of everything, including a TV screen, 2 lights, an FM radio, and 2 ports to plug in your favorite 8-bit console. What more could you possibly need? Over here I see a couple of modern stereo systems. Unfortunately, the newer ones don't sell near as well as the older stuff, so I think we will pass on those today. Moving on to the other side of the electronics, we have a USB record player. These things are really cool. I have one myself. Unfortunately, this one is missing a couple of pieces, including the needle, so I think we will pass on this today. It does, however, have the CD and instruction manual, so I'm sure it will make somebody very happy. And over here we have an Electro Voice FM12C monitor. However, it is priced at what I would probably sell it at, and for only having one monitor, I think it would make this a very difficult sell in this area. However, I do really like seeing music equipment in thrift stores, and seeing this made me very happy. Heading on back to the home improvement room, the first thing that catches my eye is the absolute ugliest set of filing cabinets I have ever seen. Due to my insatiable love for storage options, I could not help but to go check this shelf out. However, its structural integrity has me deeply concerned. On past the sleek home appliances, we have the seasonal room. Today this room is a little more packed than it usually is, with a little bit of everything, including picnic tables, lawnmowers, kids' toys, weed whackers, and a clay pigeon thrower. That could get me in a lot of trouble. And I spot a wooden swing straight from Camp Crystal Lake. I think we will stay away from that cursed object. Moving back into the main part of the store, we have the paint and chemical aisle. I think this store probably has enough chemicals to turn the Joker back into Jack Nicholson. At the end of the aisle, I find this small can of solvent. I love these old metal cans. I think they are cool. And at 20 cents, I just can't say no. And one last drive-by of the world's ugliest filing cabinets. Now we'll head down the tool aisle. I always check the red bins for Snap-on, Craftsman, and other name-brand sockets and or loose tools that get thrown in there. Then I spot what looks like a vintage flashlight. However, I am mistaken in that it has LEDs and is in fact a modern flashlight made to feel vintage. I feel lied to. Nothing else to note down the tool aisle, just a few air tools, but nothing that we can really profit from. Turning around, we have toys, board games, office supplies, etc. Just random madness, really. And there it is. The Holy Grail. Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future. This thing is really neat and probably really gross, and I do not think it will sell. And next to that we have a couple of Sega Genesis games, but they are sports games, and everybody knows they don't sell. Toward the end of the aisle I see a few things that appeal to me, first of which being a box, of course. Looks like it used to house silverware. I see this pretty sweet beer kit that I may end up having to come back for. And I see this awesome looking jewelry box with an old style key. This box is screaming, "Buy me!" and I cannot resist. Plus I think I have the perfect buyer for this already. Next, we will head up front where I saw this cool old stove/oven. I love antique appliances like this. It's amazing to see how far we've come from this to those sleek, sexy stoves we passed earlier. It is marked too high for me and it's too big to store right now. However, it is not priced unfairly and I think this will probably move pretty quickly. Welcome to Storytime with Thriftybeard. Back on the Thriftybeard farm, Great-Grandma Thriftybeard would take her telephone fishing with her in the creek that ran through the middle of the farm. She would sit in her rowboat and put the wires from the telephone into the water and crank the hell out of it. Up would float the fish, instant dinner. This story was told to me throughout my childhood, and I like to think it was true. Here we have something new they have added to the store, a silent auction case. In it we have this sweet scale, a DeWalt drill, a cast iron skillet, a few other oddball knickknacks, nothing that I really see for me, although I really do like that scale. On my way back to the furniture area, I see this old school desk that I doubt I would have fit in even as a preschooler. This thing is definitely cool though, and definitely collectible. Moving deeper into the sea of storage solutions, I see box, so many boxes! And tables and dressers, etc., etc., etc. And now we come to the chairs and couches. So many couches. Millions of couches, couches for me. Millions of couches, but they are not free. Sorry. And last but not least, we come to the hardware section, mostly bolts and loose screws, which, as you may have noticed, I have a few and do not need any more. That'll do it for this trip to Restore. We came home with my solvent can and an awesome jewelry box, as well as some unmentioned dishes and glassware that I didn't think would be interesting to you, but usually sell well in this area. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon. I will see you next time on Thrifting with Thriftybeard.